What's going on, guys? This is Almost Expert Wrestling, and today we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw tonight from Miami. We're going to be talking about different feuds that happened at Battleground last night, a little bit of recap from Battleground altogether, and what we see happening tonight, and basically as we head towards SummerSlam. So let's get to it. Alright, first we're going to be talking about the Ambrose versus Rollins feud that they were supposed to have a match last night at Battleground. Of course, didn't, if you watched it. Basically because Ambrose attacked Rollins backstage while he was in an interview. Triple H threw Dean Ambrose out of the arena. And of course, later in the night, Seth Rollins is basically walking out of the arena in the parking lot. And Ambrose attacked him once again. So for this feud, I see it obviously continuing. It cannot stop. We're going to see it till SummerSlam at least. They're going to have some build up for it tonight. Maybe a good segment with them battling out with words, probably. I pretty much see another good Raw with them build up between another match. Hopefully it actually happens at SummerSlam. That's basically what I see happening. Not too much input on this one, but I was kind of upset about there being no match last night, but it does make sense to have this big match happen at SummerSlam. It was good storyline progression last night. What's your take on this, Kyle?
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, a lot of people were upset that they did not have the actual match, but at least they had storyline progression, and they were involved in each other. I think they took up like 3 segments of the pay-per-view. At first, it was Rollins having the interview, like you said, the attack from Ambrose, the whole fight, and then they had the fight through the crowd, and then they ended up fighting in the parking lot. So 3 different segments. I mean, that's a good job. I mean, you don't see any feud get 3 different segments in one show. But a lot of people were comparing it to like an episode of Raw and what they were doing Raw. And I think that's what made people mad, that they didn't actually have a sanctioned match. But it makes the future match at SummerSlam so more compelling when it happens. I mean, watch when it happens. People are going to be like, finally, can't wait, excited. And it's definitely going to happen at SummerSlam now. So I think people are so excited for the match at SummerSlam that they really don't even care what happened at Battle. I mean, they do care about what happened at Battleground, but now there's no match at Battleground. People are going to be much more excited for SummerSlam. I think that they will have the storyline build up more tonight. It'll be a lot of crazy stuff happening, more fights and all. Maybe a tag team match or something to do with that. Roman Reigns and all. We'll get into that later, but I definitely think that they're going to obviously feud tonight and get closer to SummerSlam, which is in like 5 weeks. So, that's my take on it.
Well, like you said, it was good storyline progression. It was like an episode of Raw. What they could have done to make it a little better, instead of having Ambrose just thrown out of the arena, they could have had like Seth Rollins. They have the match. Seth Rollins like does DQ like in the first minute or something, and that would have been probably a little bit better. But other than that, can't wait to see it at SummerSlam. Alright, and up next we're going to be talking about The Miz winning the Intercontinental Championship last night in the Battle Royal at Battleground. So what's your take, Kyle, on who will he start a feud with tonight, because it'll most likely happen, and how long do you see it probably going for, and how long do you see him being champ?
Alright, first of all, I have to bow down to you and say, good job. Good job. You called it. The Miz won. And I can't believe it. I don't know. He was one of my picks, one of my top 3, but I just really can't believe that they gave him the title. I think that they gave him the title in like the worst fashion ever. I think that they should have made it like more, I don't know, they kind of kept making him roll out the bottom rope and everybody kept noticing it. I don't know. I just feel like that if he would have hung around the whole match and fought, that it would have been a bit more deserving. But they did the surprise factor. He eliminated Dolph Ziggler, and hey, he eliminated Ziggler. That's my prediction for a feud. Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz. These guys can put on phenomenal matches. I don't care what you say. They're both from Cleveland, so I remember I had that Cleveland match a couple months ago. But I don't know. They both have high flying ability. They both know how to connect with the crowd. They really do. I mean, Miz is a great heel. I think that now that he's a full heel, probably he eliminated the face in Ziggler, and Ziggler, he's way over with the crowd, and he's probably a top 5 when it comes to popularity. So I'm going to go with Miz and Ziggler feuding. I have a lot to say about Cesaro, who got eliminated, but actually that's going to come in the end. I have a bold prediction about Cesaro tonight. But yeah, I'm really excited that Miz won. I just don't like the way he won. I mean, I think it's cool to have like a different champion, but I think that Ziggler and Miz are going to face each other at SummerSlam in a great match. So what's your take? Do you think he's going to feud with Ziggler, or are you going with somebody else?
Well, I'm going with you. I think that he's definitely going to feud with Dolph Ziggler because, I mean, since he was the last one eliminated before, obviously, you know, so he was the one he eliminated to win it. That adds to it. Also, when Ziggler was eliminated, he had this pissed off look on his face near the barricade. So that, like, I could see that in a video soon leading up to some. Basically, I see it being a good match at SummerSlam. It should. I mean, we don't even know what's going to happen, but if they do feud, it should be a good match. Definitely, Ziggler knows how to put on a good show, so does The Miz. They can both work. And, yeah, I did call The Miz winning it last night, but I did not. I mean, I did kind of like the way he won it, because that's a good way to have a nice heel heat. Like, you win it so low like that, going under the bottom rope all the time. It's kind of a good way to win it for a heel, definitely. You can't just have a heel win it clean just like that, or else he'll look like kind of like a face. But I think that it'll definitely be Miz Ziggler from here on out. Don't know how long it's going to last, but hopefully we see a match between the two at SummerSlam for the title. And then soon Bad News Barrett will come into the mix, probably when he returns.
Yeah.
Alright, and up next we're going to be talking about the AJ Lee versus Paige rivalry for the Divas Championship. Basically, this rivalry is going to continue. That's pretty obvious because it just started. And they're definitely going to feud at SummerSlam for the title. And obviously, Paige is going to turn heel. In my opinion, it's obvious that she is, because she's shown some hints at it whenever she's lost to AJ Lee. And I definitely see it, maybe a possible long feud, but tonight we'll see possibly Paige turning heel, and then more build up towards SummerSlam. How do you feel about this, Kyle?
Yeah, I pretty much feel the same way as you. I think that they're going to face each other at SummerSlam. One's going to turn heel. I don't know who's it going to be. They had a good match at Battleground last night, but it was short. It wasn't that great, and AJ did pick up the clean win, and I think that's hinting that AJ's going to be the face, because she keeps picking up the clean wins on Paige. Clean. So clean wins equal a face turn. So I think Paige is eventually going to be a heel. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, but I just don't feel like it's at its best right now. So hopefully tonight on Raw it gets some more progression to it. Hopefully we see some maybe attack or something. Just something really like mind-blowing that happens, like something big. So yeah, they'll be involved in something tonight. So we'll see what happens.
Indeed. And up next, we are talking about the Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt feud that we saw their first match against each other basically last night at Battleground. Of course, Jericho won, which shocked me, and I'm pretty sure shocked Kyle too. Both of us had Bray Wyatt winning, definitely, because we thought Chris Jericho was going to put him over, definitely. But this rivalry definitely is going to continue. I kind of like this rivalry, pretty much. I see it going towards SummerSlam. A lot of these are going towards SummerSlam. I'll just say everything. Because it's the second biggest event of the year. And last night's match was a pretty good match. It had me thinking, oh, holy crap, Chris Jericho might win after all. But throughout the whole match, I was thinking Wyatt's going to win. But I kind of like this rivalry. I like how basically they've been putting on a show with that match last night, and hopefully they can put on a good match if they have it at SummerSlam. What's your take on this, Kyle?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really not even sure what this feud is, what's going on right now. I just know that Bray Wyatt's apparently the heel and Jericho's the face. Jericho just came back. I'm confused on what's really going on right now. I mean, what are they feuding about? I have no idea. Are they feuding about respect? Are they feuding about... I don't know. It's not over a championship. It's not like what was going on with Cena Wyatt. It's not like what was going on with Cena Wyatt. It was, like, different. It's, like, not over being the best or, like, trying to get the evil out of Jericho. I just don't know. I know that he did say to Jericho, you said save the crowd. You have to save yourself first. I thought that was a great line when he said that, but I just don't know. I think that was cool that Jericho won. Come back, win your return match, even though I did not expect it. I'm happy that Jericho won, obviously, but I just don't know at this point where the feud's going to go. It's probably going to continue into a match at SummerSlam. Hopefully the match at SummerSlam's better, but I don't know what's going to happen. I just hope that the match at SummerSlam is better between them two. We'll see what happens tonight. And I just want to mention one other thing that happened last night. How about the Usos and the Wyatt family? Bray Wyatt's buddies. Yep. What a match them two had. Is the feud over or not? I'm going to switch this one over to you. I'm actually not sure. Are the Usos and Wyatt family done feuding?
I do not think so, especially after that great match they put up for us at Battleground. It was the opening match, but yet it could have been the best match of the night, in my opinion.
Probably was.
Yeah, probably was. Match of the year, a lot of people are saying. Both of us had the Wyatts winning, I believe, and that was also an unpredictability there, with the Usos winning. After all, and after that match, I see it continuing, definitely towards SummerSlam. I see them trying to outdo each other again. That match last night, it's kind of turning into Hardy's, Dudley's, and Edge and Christian kind of thing. I mean, not as good as that, but they're just kind of trying to put on a good show every time. And I see this continuing. What's your take on the Usos Wyatts?
Oh yeah, I pretty much agree with you. I mean, it's like I read a comment that somebody put, like, Usos and Wyatts could face each other in a tag team match every single week for the rest of the year, and it would never get stale. And I have to say, between these two teams, for some reason, I agree with that. I don't know what it is about them four superstars, but for some reason, every single time they put a tag team match together, it's good. It's never bad. It might not be a terrific 5-star match every time, but it never lacks staleness, or it never lacks. I don't know. It just doesn't. It always appeals to the crowd. I want to say, and I feel like that WWE can continue, like maybe do something to maybe increase the storyline, because I know they're having great matches, but now I think it's time to put some more drama in there, I want to say, and I feel like they will probably face each other tonight. I don't know, I feel like I like watching them in tag team matches better than singles matches, but it's just crazy how much the Usos hang with these guys. I think that all four guys, I think that this feud will continue because all four just love putting tag team matches together. So yes, I think that they will continue. I think they're going to have a huge match at SummerSlam. I'm just really feeling it.
Yep, yeah. I am too. And, of course, we cannot do this video without talking about both the Rusev and Lana controversy that happened last night during the promo. That and the Rusev Swagger rivalry that's been going on that has been very good. What's your take on this, Kyle? I'll let you start it.
All right, well, I'm not big on controversy, so I'm going to talk about the match. This is WWE, not Oprah Winfrey. I'm going to talk about the match. The match last night was good. I felt like it was two big guys colliding, and I really feel like Jack Swagger put on a great fight. I have to give it up to Swagger. It was his best match of the year, and Jack Swagger needed this. I mean, I think Swagger got a lot more than Rusev did last night, even though Swagger lost. Jack Swagger really showed people that he is still one of the best in WWE. I'm not going to regret saying this. I think that Jack Swagger is a top 10 talent. And he might have not had a great match, like a phenomenal 5-star, 4-star match, but he put on a good match. He put up a fight. He did better than Big E did in his 2 matches against Rusev. He did better than anybody did against Rusev so far, and great job for Swagger. He did not lose clean or whatever. Of course, he lost via count out, which is still an effective win for Rusev. Congratulations. I mean, I'm giving it up to Rusev too, but yeah, good job. I mean, this is all about Swagger in this situation. Great job for Jack Swagger. And about the controversy, I realize they shouldn't have said what they said, but I mean, it's fine. It's not like it's going to hurt anybody's feelings or nothing. I don't know whose feelings it's going to hurt, but I really don't know about the whole controversy thing. I don't know what was so wrong about saying it. I mean, yeah, I realize it's not good to say it, but I don't know. What's your take on the whole situation?
Well, I'm going to start like you did, the Rusev-Swagger rivalry. It was a very good match, and like you said, Swagger put up a better fight than Big E and everyone else who's been having mini feuds with Rusev, and this is more than a mini feud, definitely, after seeing the build-up for this match last night, and hopefully we'll see some more build-up for it tonight on Raw for a SummerSlam match, because I would absolutely love to see them face each other at SummerSlam, and hopefully Swagger would win that match, because that would be very big for his career, definitely. And like you said, the Swagger's loss was a lot better than Rusev's win, because finally Swagger's relevant again. He's up there being relevant like he was back when he was pretty much the top guy in WWE ECW. But he's back trying to be a top star, and I'd love to see it. He's really been doing good with his character, and he's, like you said, I believe that too, he's a top 10 talent. And with the controversy part, this part I realized right away when I was watching the segment, and after seeing so many comments about it last night. Of course, Lana referencing the Malaysian flight, which was shot down by, well, as far as we know, shot down by Russia or Ukraine, one of those, saying that we blame Russia and all that. I think that really is offensive, and I don't know who, like you said, I don't know exactly, like, what kind of groups it can offend and how much, but it was still something that shouldn't have been said. I don't think there should be too much talking. Well, there could be a lot of talking about it. There already is. But still, nonetheless, it was a big statement, and a lot of people online are ripping.
Wait, hold on one second. I actually, while you were talking, I looked up wrestling.insidepulse.com. WWE issued a statement on this promo. Actually, this was just put up a couple hours ago. It read the following: last night's segment during WWE's Battleground event is no way referring to the Malaysia Airlines tragedy. The storyline with characters Rusev and Lana has been part of WWE programming for more than 3 months. WWE apologizes to anyone who misunderstood last night's segment and was offended. So, according to WWE, they weren't even referring to it. Do you believe that? I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that statement earlier.
Did you? Okay.
I think that they're just trying to cover it up. I think that, in a way, they were referencing it, but in another way, they were just, having them being basically dicks towards everyone, talking about Russia. I think that they were referencing it. I think that they're just trying to cover it up and have people stop talking about it so much and ripping them. But still, it was... if that's what they were intentionally referring to it before on paper, shame on them. If it kind of, they didn't realize it, then I mean it's still kind of bad on their part.
Alright, yeah.
And of course, last night John Cena retained his championship in the Fatal 4-Way main event, which 99% of the fans knew he was going to win. But still, it was a pretty good match, I have to admit. It had me thinking, whoa, Roman Reigns might kind of win here, but no, I knew Cena was going to win. And a lot of things have been said about what's going to happen on Raw tonight, including Brock Lesnar making his return to the WWE. Of course, since WrestleMania, since Paul Heyman's client Brock Lesnar conquered the Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania, but we'll talk about that later. But anyway, just announced a couple hours ago is that Triple H on Raw is going to announce who John Cena will defend his championship against at SummerSlam. I kind of have a prediction for this. I don't think he's going to right away say Brock Lesnar. I think that right away he's going to begin to say Seth Rollins or something, maybe Paul Heyman will interrupt and say, what about Plan C? I see that happening, not just saying, Brock Lesnar. I just see that happening. That's how he's going to return. And then you'll hear great, awesome theme music. Brock Lesnar coming out. What do you have to say about this whole thing?
Alright, well, I actually had a lot on my mind about this. First of all, I read some on Bleacher Report earlier that said, according to PWI Insider, that John Cena will not be on Raw tonight. Many people are saying that he's like going to film a movie or something, or go do something about a movie. So I heard that John Cena may not be on Raw tonight, so maybe it will just be involved with Lesnar. So I'm not even going to talk about Cena. And I like how you said 99% of people said that Cena was going to win. 99.9% of people said that Cena was going to win. The 0.1% was Kane, who actually believed that he was going to win. That was the only guy.
Oh.
Kane was the only guy in the whole world. Even Randy Orton and Roman Reigns knew they were going to lose. It was just Kane that thought he was going to win. That thought that Cena wasn't going to win. It was going to be him. So that's all. But nonetheless, Cena won. Congrats. It was a solid contest, I must say. Even I think the WWE did it really good. I think that many people knew Cena was going to win, and WWE knew that people knew that Cena was going to win. So what they did was they made it into a really nail-biter kind of finish. So good job on that part. But now I'm going to get into the Brock Lesnar thing. I didn't know about the whole Triple H. He was going to come out, but I do believe Triple H is going to come out still with all the rumors and all, and say who's going to challenge for the title. But he's not going to announce it right there. He's going to say it's going to be announced later in the show. And then what I think is that Paul Heyman's going to come out and introduce Brock Lesnar. And then here's my crazy prediction. While Paul Heyman's about to announce Brock Lesnar is going to become the champion or be the #1 contender in SummerSlam, Cesaro is going to come out, approach Paul Heyman, turn face, say, Paul, you promised me that I would get the shot. Why would you bring in Lesnar? You promised me all this. Why? And then next week on Raw, Brock Lesnar is going to have his first match on Raw in a very, very long time. Brock Lesnar versus Cesaro for a shot to face Cena at SummerSlam. That is my bold prediction that's going to happen tonight. Cesaro is going to turn face. He's going to get away from Paul Heyman, and he's going to get the biggest pop of the night. I don't know. It's probably not a great shot, but hey, you picked Brian to win Money in the Bank, so I can be somebody like this and predict a crazy thing to happen tonight. So I don't know. It's probably like a 5% chance. Cesaro's probably going to be involved in something dumb, but I really want it to happen. I just can't wait. If that did happen, I was going to just go crazy, literally go nuts if that happened. But yeah, I can't wait for Raw tonight overall. It's going to be a good show, and what I'm really most excited about is Flo Rida. I can't wait for him. I mean, I've been just waiting since last week. Fuck Battleground, forget everything. I just want Flo Rida, so I can't wait for Raw tonight. Yeah, there you have it. Got anything else to say?
Well, my take on this is that I actually do agree with you. That crazy prediction was actually pretty good. Since many people want Cesaro to go away from Paul Heyman, I kind of want him to, even though I'm a Paul Heyman guy, and I like Cesaro. Cesaro's better off without Heyman. That's for a different video at a later time. But if that does happen, you will get lots of credit, and I see that happening now, since you mentioned it. I see definitely Cesaro. I could see him as a face. I mean, fans still cheer him; they like him, but he could still be heel and kind of turn on him, maybe, but it would kind of be almost like a face doing that. But that's actually a pretty good prediction, better than my Brian winning Money in the Bank prediction, definitely. But yeah, that's it for that one. Alright, and that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. And of course, you can follow us here at Almost Expert Wrestling on Twitter at Almost Wrestling. You can find our website on almostexpertwrestling.weebly.com for news and blogs throughout the whole week, talking about everything good in wrestling. And of course, you can follow Kyle on Twitter. Tell him about that.
Alright, yep, once again, thanks for watching, like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Do not forget to follow me as well on my personal Twitter account, at Kyle Smith WWE. I do Raw updates. Tonight I will be doing Raw updates. I sometimes do SmackDown updates, and as well as pay-per-view updates, just like last night. So, once again, don't forget to follow me, at Kyle Smith WWE. Take it away, Joe. And,
of course, you can find everything that we just mentioned in the description below, all the links for it. And be sure to do that. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. See you later.